Hello and welcome to the most overhyped live stream on YouTube. We are going to wait until Oculus is going to reveal more about the Quest, the Rift S, or something else. Who knows? Time will tell. But yeah, welcome everyone to this stream. I'm very happy you are all here. And yeah, can I have those hype train emojis in the chat, because it's soon going to leave the station. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's it. So in this live stream, we are going to keep an eye on all the news feeds, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, etc. Until Oculus is going to tell us more about their upcoming hardware. So there is no live stream, as far as I know, of Oculus at GDC. So instead, I'm going to be your host. I'm going to be doing the presentation in a way. Yeah, I just want to, you know, bring the VR community together and celebrate the excitement. I think this is a great way of doing it. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens. But I can tell you, soon we are going to see some juicy news. It's gonna be crazy. And a shout out to everyone who's watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you might have to do that, because on this channel we review the latest VR games, experiences, apps, and we also of course test out hardware. We travel around the world to go to the latest events and much more. So please do, and also slam a like on this live stream. Let me know you care. That would be nice. So let's see who's in the chat. I see a lot of people. Also, shout out to my YouTube colleagues for joining. It's great to see you on my stream. I see a lot of trains. We have some slow trains, some fast trains. Be sure to go on the fastest one, otherwise you will miss out. I see some very old steam trains, so I don't know about that. So we have Casper in the chat, Super Zion, Bryson, Jock, Richard, Benjamin. Amazing. It's an honor to have everyone here. So, what do you guys think? What is gonna happen? What is gonna happen today? What do you think Oculus is going to come up with? Is it a special reveal? Is it something that we didn't know about the Quest yet, or, you know, shoot away. I'm very curious. I know as much as you do, by the way. I did see some people on the internet talking about me knowing some stuff that, well, is a secret or a mystery. Well, I can tell you, I'm on your side, okay? I'm also waiting, eagerly waiting. Illuminati confirmed. Okay, so VR Gamer Dude says Quest is Rift S. Yeah, maybe. Emma says Rift S and Oculus Quest release date. That's a lovely combination. I like that. Soft Gaming says wireless Rift. Keturo says Oculus Quest is cancelled, not enough battery power. Well, that would be an interesting announcement. Ryan says, realistically, I don't think Rift S will be announced. They will just give a date for Quest and talk about games that will be on it. Is there any evidence that they will mention Rift S? Not that I know. There is someone in the chat who's watching this from school. Don't get caught by the teacher, by the way. But I totally understand that you are watching this stream right now. This is gonna change the VR industry as a whole. The news that is going to come out soon is next level, okay?
Great Scott!
So we have a donation from Super Zion. Thank you. $2. So any other juicy predictions? Let me know in the chat. I enjoy reading all of these. There's nothing wrong with dreaming about the ultimate VR headset, okay? So even if things don't make sense, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, let's talk about it. Let's share the excitement, the hype. Quest is Illuminati confirmed. The Oculus Quest is blowing up. Well, let's hope so. Let's see how much it will be able to push the, you know, the mainstream market. We'll see. What if they announce that it's out today? Well, that's the question. That's the question. Rowdy says, gimme shout out. Well, there you go. That's a free shout out for you, my friend. And another donation from Avakin Police. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It would be awesome if the Quest could connect to a PC. Well, exactly. That's what a lot of people want, right? They want to not only use it as a standalone HMD, but they also want to, go outside and, you know, enjoy the freedom, but also go back inside, hook it up to their PCs, and then just use it as a PC headset. So like a hybrid, like the Vive Cosmos in a way. But I don't know about that. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, we know what the Quest is, and I don't think they will now suddenly do a revision on that. But possibly the Oculus Rift S might be a hybrid. I don't know. Someone says the outside world is overrated. I totally agree. That's a nice Ready Player One reference right there. Oh man, that movie, it's amazing. If you know, like a good VR movie, go watch that one, or the Lawnmower Man. I mean, that one is trippy. Trippy. Today I felt naked without my Rift when going outside. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Seems legit. Someone is asking, Nate, what is this stream about? Okay, let me quickly explain once again. So, Oculus is not going to do a live stream today. So that means that I will be doing one instead. So I will be keeping you up to date on what Oculus is going to reveal. If that's an Oculus Rift S, or if that's the Oculus Quest, its release date, we don't know yet, but this stream will be up until they tell us more. So that's the plan, basically, in a nutshell. And we might be able to also talk to someone who's actually at GDC right now, and we might be able to have a connection between this person. But I'm not going to tell you who that is just yet. But it's gonna be cool. Do you think we need to wait for long? No, it's gonna happen pretty soon. Just hope the Oculus S is the lightest, most awesome HMD ever. Well, hopefully that's what we are waiting for. Like, you know, if it's the Oculus Quest or the Oculus Rift that we will be hearing more about, both of them are awesome in a way. So it's gonna be good. And anyways, so yeah. Hey, Project James Fi, how are you, man? Thanks for joining the stream. My fellow Dutch colleague from the Holland land. So, on another subject, what kind of games would you like to see coming to the Oculus Quest? I mean, we now know that Beat Saber is one of the launch titles. If you haven't seen the video on that yet, it's on the channel. It's full of well, funny clips of people playing Beat Saber. But let me know what kind of games, experiences, or apps you would like to see on the Quest that haven't been announced yet. Let me know. Oh yeah, Gorn. Nostos, I mean. Rec Room, yeah. Job Simulator, VR chat, budget cuts. Don't forget about Arbus. I want to see Arbus and Pavlov. What? Like, I haven't seen many shooting games on the Quest yet. We know that Superhot is coming, but I mean something more realistic, like a simulator. Poker Stars. That could be fun. Echo Arena, of course. I do have a feeling that one will be on the Quest. Same for the Unspoken. And Marvel Powers United. All those Oculus Studio titles, I think they will, they will make their way to the standalone VR headset. Someone says Boneworks. I don't think that will run on a Quest. Sprint Factor 2. Windlands. Robo Recall has been confirmed. Yes, JJ. Racket NX. Arizona Sunshine. Space Junkies. Arctica 1. Super Mario Bros. Maybe Nintendo will bring out a game for the Quest. Who knows? That would be juicy. Yeah, that would be funny. Like a first-person Mario game. Nate approves. Star Trek. The Oasis. Well, if you can bring the Oasis to the Quest, then you don't need anything else. I mean, that's it. That's the limit. That's the limit. How about Sword Art Online? Done. That's all you need. Then you won the VR game. Borderlands. That one was fun. Stormland. I think Stormland is a PC title. I am not sure if they will bring that to the Quest. If they can downgrade it enough, then it might work. I mean, The Climb is also coming, so we'll see. Will Project Tennis Scramble be free? Based on what I played at Oculus Connect, I think so, because it's not like a super interesting game. It's more of an arcade title that is easy to master. It introduces the entire family to VR. So I have a feeling that when you buy the Quest, it will just be bundled for free. I don't think they're gonna sell it. There wasn't enough in that game to actually hang a price tag on that, but yeah, I think so. It's the same with when the Vive came out, it bundled with Job Simulator. So I do think they will bundle that one with the Quest and a few more. I don't think that's the only one. We'll see. Jones says, I'm interested to see the graphics hit on The Climb. I really want to see how much the Quest can push. Yeah, same here. When I was playing games with the Quest at OC5, most of the titles were pretty, simple in graphics, so they weren't really showing anything super heavy or graphically intensive. So we still have to see what it can run in terms of what it can run to the max. Yeah. Shout out to everyone, by the way, who's watching right now. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the stream. If you do, then feel free to slam that like button. Lets me know you care. We also have a Discord. You can join the rebellion by going to the description. And yeah, over there, the hype will continue. Over there, we talk about all the news, not only the Oculus Quest, also, of course, the Steam VR headset from Valve. We don't know much about that one either. But yeah, we are talking about everything there that is juicy. So Feel free to join us on Discord as well. Link is in the description below. Yes. Frostpix is asking, how do you feel, Natey? I feel overhyped. I am breathing heavily at the moment. Yes. Yes. My body is ready for any Oculus news. Sponge Sonic says, I'm not hired for this, Natey. I feel you, bro. Exciting times ahead of us. Welcome to the world of tomorrow. Mark Lola says, I've just transferred money from my savings in case both headsets are released today. That's a smart plan. And maybe they are going to be like, hey, listen, it's now out. You can now buy the Quest and the Rift S. I don't know. As a bundle, that would be sick, right? You buy both of them in a pack. Nah, I don't know. They will announce Facebook for Oculus Quest. Well, I'm sure Facebook would be interested in doing that. Facebook Spaces is impressive on the Rift. I gotta say, it's fun to hang out in. The Swiss guy says, can I get that bundle for free, please? Do you think I'm Santa or something? It's not Christmas yet. You gotta wait. But I would love to give away some new headsets. Have we heard anything yet? Well, let me check. I don't think so. So I'm gonna quickly scroll through my phone, full of secrets. No, I don't see anything yet, guys. I do see people, you know, hyping everything up. Okay, according to Tyrell Wood, we will have juicy news in 5 minutes. Okay. IG says 5 minutes from now it should appear on the Oculus blog. Okay, let me quickly go to the website of Oculus here to be prepared. Sorry for the typing noises. Judy is calling. Okay, so I just went to the Oculus blog. It's loading. Let me quickly show you what's going on right now on the website. So here you go. Nothing yet, as you can see. But this is where the magic is gonna happen. In 4 minutes, actually. It has not been updated yet. Correct. The only thing that is super interesting is Beat Saber joining the Oculus Quest lineup. That's all I am seeing here. By the way, it's an honor to be waiting with all of you here on the stream. It's always better to wait together than alone. Quirine is asking, is there going to be a live stream from Oculus? As far as I know, they will not be live streaming. If they do, I'm going to make sure we switch to their live stream and we're going to watch it together. But I don't think so. No plans have been made regarding that. Plus, if Oculus was going to live stream, they would have announced it up front, because otherwise people are going to miss it out. So usually, you know, they post it up front. So yeah. 3 minutes to go. Hyperino. Can I have some more trains in the chat? It's almost time. It's almost time. The future is here. Get ready. It's time for the next generation, the next step, the next level. Let's go deeper down the rabbit hole. Let's hop over to the Matrix, the Oasis, the metaverse where the magic happens. Oh yeah, we have some high-speed trains. My days, I can feel the wind blowing through my hair. I can sense the freedom. Oh, we also have some steam trains again. Okay, if you want to go a bit slower, you can hop onto the steam train too. We have some trams. Oh, we have some boats too. Man, people are people are using all kinds of transportation to celebrate the hype. Even we got a snail. Man. Very original. What is that? Is that a... Oh, it's a sleigh. But there is no snow. How are you gonna do that? Oh, a roller coaster. Of course. Police cars, helicopters. Well, Hype Train got a different... Oh. Planes. Toilets. This is weird. So we have 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Oh my days. Here we go. Here we go. Let me also get ready on my phone to see if anything is happening there. Here we go, everyone. Here we freaking go. Okay. So I'm going to refresh this page now. I don't know if it's gonna... Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Announcing Oculus Rift S, our new PC VR headset, launching spring 2019 for $400. Oh my, and we have a video. Let's watch the video straight away. I'm gonna pause the music. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna put it on the big screen here. Music is up. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, what do you guys think of this? Let me know in the chat. So today at GDC we unveiled Oculus Rift S, a new VR headset that combines the convenience of built-in Oculus Insight tracking technology with the full power of your PC. Built on Rift platform, Rift S gives gamers and tech enthusiasts access to the most immersive content that VR has to offer. And it's launching in spring 2019 for $400 US. 400? 400 for this inside-out Oculus headset. Higher resolution on the best PC VR gaming platform. Rift S works with the Rift platform, giving you access to the top-selling and most immersive VR titles on day one. And even more groundbreaking games like Asgard, Wrath, Defector and Stormland on the horizon. Improved optics and display technology deliver a sharper picture with high pixel density for even more immersive gaming experience. Games on Rift have never been looking better. Okay. So of course we want to hear some specs too, but this makes sense. This makes sense why Defector has been pushed in terms of date so many times, because they wanted it to release on this new headset. Increased comfort and integrated audio. We partnered with Lenovo to design Rift S, drawing on their experience in the VR and AR space and feedback from the Lenovo Legion. Lenovo co-designed the Rift S for increased comfort, better weight distribution and improved light blocking, as well as a simple single cable system for a clutter-free experience. Rift S features the same integrated audio system as Oculus Quest and Oculus Go, with a headphone jack that lets you use your own favorite headphones. Oh, I'm sure a lot of people will be happy with that. So this means that this is a mixed reality headset, like the Samsung Odyssey, for example. Introducing pass-through. We're also enabling a true stereo correct pass-through feature. It utilizes core Oculus runtime advancements, including, this is, I think, what I exactly, well, we're not going to read this whole thing and then explain it. If you want to check it out, then well, go to the website right now. But that's about it. Oh, a shared platform. Because Rift and Rift S share the same core platform experience, current Rift owners will be able to take advantage over our continued software updates. They also enjoy access to the same games available today and coming in the future. Okay, so that's it. Let me go back to the chat. I'm very curious what you guys think of this news. My days. I see a lot of hype. Yes. This is amazing. Let me turn back and check this hype out. There is more on the blog, Nati. We will soon go back to the blog. New games announced for Quest, Nati. Okay. When the trailer has finished, then I will go back. Check it out. James says the camera positioning seems to be bad for overhead behind the shoulder moves. Well, maybe. I don't know yet because I haven't tried it. But I have a feeling I will be trying it soon. As you guys may know, I've been invited to PAX, so it might be there on scene. And then I can let you know more of what it's all about and how it works. But the price is very good. It's very good. The controllers, by the way, are the same ones as the Quest. And that means that developers can easily develop their games for both systems in some way. So you guys are saying there are more games that have been announced? Tell me more. I see it right here. Okay, so we have another video. Let's play it. So this is actual gameplay of Asgard. Can I skip through the intro? Where is it getting a little more action-packed? Well, over here. Ooh. This looks cool. Okay, so the Oculus Rift S will have multiple sensors. So the comment from is a little different. So while we are watching this video, let me quickly go to my Twitter and let people know how excited I am. Whoa.
Come out and fight!
This looks epic.
Must finish this fight! Fledgling god! Take my sword! Loki? Why do you flee, you cowardly goat? Asgardian, look forward! Strike those ships away!
Okay, I think that's enough, but yeah, let's go back to the Oculus Rift S, because at the moment that's way more interesting than these games. So let's see. Here we go. So let's check out that picture. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so as you can see, it has more cameras, and that's great. So that means that it also tracks the sides. So if you then play games and your controllers are going all over the place, it will be easier to keep things tracked. That's an interesting design. This is the first time I see an Oculus Rift headset with a fresh design. It's you can definitely see that Lenovo has inspired Oculus. It's using certain features the Lenovo has, but I'm happy they collaborate in this way, because I mean the mixed reality headsets out there are great, and Oculus stepping into this arena is great news. It really is. Yeah, so as I said before, the controllers are the same. It's still wired. I wish things start to get wireless now, but of course more computer power comes with, you know, wireless solutions. So it's fine, and I think this will replace the Oculus Rift in a way, because we all know that Oculus started to replace all the stocks. They started to, at least, you know, start to sell less Oculus Rifts, and I feel like they want people to get on board with this new one and upgrade. So yeah, this is like the big brother of the Oculus Rift, I feel like. And this means that you don't need any sensors anymore. Mixed reality is all about you know, inside-out tracking. So no more sensors, no USBs or anything like that. Less hassle. Wow. This is very interesting. Of course, we do want to know the specs. Does anyone know if there are any specs? Did someone see anything in that case? Let me know in the chat. Also, while you guys are telling me everything, I also want to know. We are going to switch over to one of my colleagues, Tyrell, who's also ready to go. And he knows more about the specs, apparently, so let's go. I'm usually not the guy who's looking at the specs straight away. I'm more like, whoa, okay, what is this and how they introduce this headset? But yeah, there are some specs, apparently, that I missed out. Sorry, I'm overhyped, okay? I'm like all over the place. So let me call Tyrell right now on Discord. Also, join our Discord. Link is in the description below. Okay, I'm calling him now. Let's see if it works. Hello? Is there someone home? Ah, hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, dude. First reaction.
I'm all done. I have to take out the volume from your video.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because it was double. It's like, whoa. It's interesting because I'm super in Windows Mixed Reality, and this is like taking a step forward in that direction. Like, there are not just 4 cameras, are 5. If you look at one of the pictures, there's a 360 camera on the top.
On the top?
That is kind of tricky to...
Okay, so where can I find this picture? Because right now I could only find one picture on the blog post.
I'm gonna
Or is it in the video?
The picture right now. Hold on.
Yeah. Tyrell knows all the juicy specs stuff.
Look at that.
Okay, let me...
Look at that. But
let me see if I can copy the link.
I can't wait to try it at this point. It's like, that's a real point of it.
Yeah, there we go. Here's a picture of that top view. So for like the people that might not understand why there's a camera on top, can you explain why they would do something like this?
Yeah, okay, so with Windows Mixed Reality, if you don't know about Windows Mixed Reality, is the Microsoft platform that for VR use 2 cameras on the front, and you can see the same in the Oculus Rift S at this point. But the problem with that, and many times, like you had the hands in a different position, and so those camera couldn't see your hands, and the software are just to like try to understand where your hands were at, just guessing, and it doesn't really work super well. That's why many other people prefer like external tracking with their like external sensors. And well, this is a kind of a solution. The same thing with the Quest. There are 4 cameras in the 4 corners. Here, like they went for some reason in a different direction. Mm-hmm. And you have the 2 on the side. It's interesting because it's pretty much what we saw also on the HTC Vive Cosmos, by the way.
Exactly, yeah.
And one on the top, because usually the weak part in all this headset is always the top, because when you try to reach something above you, there's no cameras there.
Exactly.
And so it can kind of become tricky. And in this way, it's like, it should be very, very interesting. Yeah. Also, we have like info about the panel that is a 2560 by 1440. So if you know about the Oculus Go, you're gonna have pretty much the same visuals that you have there, because it's an RGB pixel arrangement. So it means that all the pixels are in stripes, and yeah, just it's gonna be more resolution, but there's a but. There's always the freaking but.
Of course.
It's 80 hertz compared to 90 hertz.
Yeah, yeah. On PC.
On PC, yeah.
Yeah, and as you said before to me, if people go from 90 hertz to 80 hertz, that might be a bit tricky in a way.
Yeah, for motion sickness. Could be a little tricky.
Yeah.
And now it's funny because we have the Oculus Quest at 72 hertz. We have the Oculus Rift S at the 80 hertz and the Rift at 90 hertz.
Yeah, Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's
on
interesting.
on the good side, you also the fact that it's gonna run a little like easier on the GPU
Yeah.
because you have more resolution, but you have less frames to load.
So did you expect them to come up with this? I mean, I'm sure you also expected them to announce something with the Quest or the Oculus Rift S, but did you expect them to go to expect them to make a mixed reality Rift?
Absolutely not. This is like what the
I also I'm surprised about the fact they are working together with Lenovo. I was like, they're just gonna do their own thing, right? But instead, they work together with them, and you can see how they have been inspired by
Yeah.
the MR headsets, and I think that's an awesome collaboration we're seeing here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like I don't think it's gonna run anyway on the same tracking end as the Lenovo. Um, Probably they took inspiration and they asked for like ideas on how to make it like a good like inexpensive headset because from looking at that you can see it's more like plastic than what is the Rift.
Yes, yes,
But it's great that they went for a collaboration because at the end of the day, the Lenovo was great for the fact that two cables and you're in, and they are like trying to retain the same thing over there too.
yeah.
And here you're gonna have better optics, better tracking. Of course, we have to try it, but we're gonna try it soon, and there's no reason to think that it's gonna be worse than just two cameras.
No.
Very excited about it though.
Yes.
It's completely different of what I was expecting. What about you?
Well, I did expect some news on the Quest at least. I didn't expect them to talk about the Oculus Rift S at this very moment. I was more aiming for F8. But yeah, I don't know. Like I did kind of expect them to go for something mixed reality because I knew that the sensors Oculus Rift had were always kind of hard for consumers to get into, and that they were looking for something easier, you know, something simpler. And MR is like one of the best examples of how you can make a headset that is easy to set up in some way.
Absolutely.
And the price, I thought it was going to be more expensive, but I mean, they kind of have the freedom, right, to push prices down a lot more than any other company out there.
Yeah, the price is very good actually. Like if you think about
Yes.
the fact that the Rift is still, if you can buy it though, it's 350.
Yeah. So
this
also on their blog post they say because Rift and Rift S share the same core platform experience, current Rift owners will be able to take advantage of our continued software updates, and they also enjoy access to the same games available today and coming in the future. So what would that mean? Does that mean that if you own a library full of titles on the Rift, that you will be able to play those on the Quest?
And it seems yes, and yeah, it's cross-play. Seems like so you're gonna be able to buy on the same store and have it on both.
Yeah.
That is not bad because I don't know about you, but I was a kind of sad when the Oculus Go came out. I had some games, like there are not so many games that they work on both, but the few that are there, I had to buy them again, and it's not going to happen this time. So if you have your library will be that, and that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. They also have this like pass through feature, like they have on the Oculus Quest. So if you want to eat pizza, then you can still do that.
Yeah,
You can just look through the camera and you know.
If you're close to the fridge, you can open it, grab whatever you want.
Yeah. So
That's a
that would
dream.
maybe also mean that there will be hand tracking in the future.
That's actually something that we know that Oculus is working on and tracking just with cameras, and this could be like a great things to to make it possible. At the end of the day, you have so many cameras in there that are gonna have stereo view that you're gonna be able to use your hands probably, and just leave there your controllers when you want to use the interface and use it. And that just speculations for now, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen.
Rumor has it.
Yeah.
So according to astronomy, no manual adjustment of distance between your eyes, IPD, has been confirmed. So it's not there anymore. So would this mean it's maybe doing this automatically?
Let me see.
Or not at all?
I don't see eye tracking in there, and they're not talking about eye tracking. So I don't.
So it could
think
be
it's
like
gonna
the
work.
Oculus Go, where it's just one set IPD that works.
I think it's gonna be the best of the two different worlds, as we saw also on the Lenovo Explorer, because on the Lenovo there was just software IPD adjustment, but the lenses, they weren't so good. So when you were moving that, you had like, it was kind of feeling weird and it wasn't perfect for everybody. But we saw on like the Oculus Go that the lenses are very good with a lot of different IPDs. So if you put together the lenses of the Oculus Go, and here seems like to be also improved from that, and a software adjustment, I think we are in a good place for at least most of the people.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
I really feel like, oh, finally, because I was dying waiting for this news.
Yeah, and still, like, we don't know any release dates. Like, people in the chat are also like, oh, where's this Quest release date, you know? And why are they constantly talking about spring? It's like spring, spring, spring. What the heck does spring mean, right?
Spring is today. Today is the first day of spring.
The only thing I know is that it will not come out after spring, so it can take a while.
I mean, you said it before, and it's like F8 seems like to be the date that we're gonna go buy it.
Yes.
Like it happened like last year with the Oculus Go.
Yeah, where they are like going on stage and they hold it in their hands. It's like it's now available everywhere around the world. Yeah.
And also under your seat.
Under your seat, of course, yeah. So that's why you should go to F8 maybe.
Exactly.
Also, as you guys may know, Tyrell will also be at PAX. And I always felt like we were going to PAX because of this, you know, because of some announcements they were going to make. So it could be that we are going to be able to get our hands on this Oculus Rift S at the end of this month. So then we can tell you more of what it is and what it's capable of. Right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we are there from that, and we're gonna play all the games on the Oculus Rift S.
Yeah, those new ones. So we got Asgard, we got what was it again? Let me double check.
Yeah, but I've like
Stormland, Vacation Simulator,
open on Google Chrome, so like I'm kind of
Beat Saber, Shadow Point trailer. But this is Quest, by the way. This is not.
Well, it's Quest plus Rift.
Yeah,
so
plus
like,
Rift. Yeah.
They're gonna push some on both. Oh, Dead and Buried too. Did you see that?
Yeah, I see that right now. Let's watch the trailer on stream and see what this is. I'm very curious. Okay, here we go. It's gameplay, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here because all these videos they upload are so long. But it's nice that they are uploading trailers with actual gameplay. You know, I'm always more a gameplay guy. I don't know about you, but I always want to see actual, you know, gameplay. I like fancy trailers too, but gameplay is usually way more, you know, interesting and really shows you what it does. Although I wonder, is this recorded on a Oculus Quest or Rift S? Like, we're gonna have this issue now where we don't even know anymore what it's like, what this person has used while capturing this, right?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
I don't know. It looks. Well, the thing is, someone is snap turning while playing this game. Well, I'm like, you know, the Rift S and the Quest, you can just turn around. So I don't know why you're using your thumbstick to do it. It seems to be a bit silly, but of course, you know, for the regular consumers, it's important to not get motion sick. So far, you know, Dead and Buried 2, it looks fun, but it's like Dead and Buried 1, but with walking locomotion. That's what I'm seeing here. It's not like a complete new experience. I don't know what you think. But
I mean, it reminds me Call of Duty Zombie, to be honest. And
Call of Duty Zombie.
yeah, like the zombie game in Call of Duty when you just run around and tries to survive for like some time, all
Yeah.
the waves. We don't know if there's a storyline too, or it's just like arena, like here though.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a complete deathmatch experience here, that they want people to play straight away. I do think it's gonna be free.
I
Just
mean,
like
the
the first
person
one.
didn't look like a real person who was just running the wrong direction, trying to escape. I don't know what was.
Yeah.
If it was AI or a real person, but
Yes. I don't know. This is an okay game for me. I'm not super hyped for Dead and Buried. Although if this becomes some kind of arcade title, like the way we played it at Oculus Connect, you know, with these physical objects, I'm totally in for this. But of course, you want a game like this to launch with a Quest or an Oculus Rift S because it's a social kind of thing, right? So you can join with others and have a fun time. It's more about, you know, having all the new players have this first multiplayer experience.
yeah. And also, you were saying before we don't have many shooters. This is not a realistic, like, simulator shooter, but it's a shooter. It could be fun. Also, I
So-
see like a DJ Jello in the chat is say like if the controllers of the Quest will be compatible with the Rift S. Well, are you planning to break them already?
I don't know. Maybe they are the same controllers.
Yeah, it could be. Like at the end of the day, it's Bluetooth, and they seems very similar. So probably.
So we also have a donation from Match Term who says, "Cam on top of the Rift S. Thank God they didn't screw it up. That cam can help the AI prediction system a lot. Good on them. They got my attention."
Yeah, absolutely. That the one on top is like very smart. Like as soon as I saw this the picture, I say like, what is that thing on top? And
Yeah.
it seems a very smart idea.
So someone is asking, what is a Rift S? Well, as far as I know, or what we do know so far, is that the Oculus Rift S is a mixed reality headset with inside-out tracking.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna run on Windows Mixed Reality though.
No. It's the name, right? It's the
Yeah.
confusing name everyone is using.
Yeah, exactly.
No, of course they will have their own. It will have like Oculus Home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's watch another video because we also have a game that I don't think you ever heard of, and same here. Shadow Point trailer, Oculus Quest plus Rift. So let's watch it and see what it is.
Let's watch it.
Yeah.
Alex, my name is Edgar Mansfield. On July 1st, I arrived at the summit, and if you're reading this, I never returned. Lorna McCabe vanished on June 25th, 1996. I assumed she fell into the ravine, but the town needed answers. for someone to spend a week alone at the edge of the world. I never told them what I found. Shadow Point Observatory doesn't merely view the heavens, and Lorna McCabe is still alive.
Code sync. There we go. Nice, nice. It's a puzzle game, and someone in the chat said that Patrick Stewart is doing the voiceover. He did sound like him. Oh yeah, it's like right down the video actually. I was like, oh, but no, it's here. It's right here, you see? Sweet. Someone is asking, what about field of view?
We have the same field of view as the Rift, and the Quest is gonna be.
Yeah.
Didn't change.
Someone else in the chat is asking, any news on the Quest? Well, some new games have been announced, but that's about it.
I mean, like, looking now at this, as DZ said, like, it's just funny because if you look at yesterday, they announced the HP Reverb that actually looks like the Oculus Rift, and the Rift instead like looks like the HP.
Yeah. Okay, so something I'm going to say now is that Voodoo, one of our YouTube colleagues, he's now standing in the queue to try the Oculus Rift S, and hopefully, after he tried it or while he's trying it, we can call him and well, get his first impressions and hear what he thinks. So stay tuned for that. I will keep you up to date. So hopefully we can, you know, hear his opinion on the Oculus Rift S. So yeah, exciting. Stay tuned.
Can't wait for Voodoo.
Well, Voodoo always has very good, you know, opinions on, you know, HMDs. Some people that try headsets always get very overhyped, and then in the end you don't really get the info you want. But in case of Voodoo, he's always, you know, on point. I mean, we all know him from the whole Pimax adventures. So there is another game. This one is from Turtle Rock Studios, who also worked on Face Your Fears 2. So let's play that one too. It's an old school RPG called Journey of the Gods. So let's watch it. Let me stop the music for a second. There we go. Nice. heck? That was okay, that ending though. That ending. What the heck was that? What kind of creature was that? So those are pretty much all the games. I mean, I could show you Beat Saber and I could show you Vacation Simulator or Stormland, but we have seen those titles before. I already showed Asgard here on stream. We have the Vader Immortal trailer. I think this is still the same trailer. Yeah, it's the same one. Surprise is also Vacation Simulator. I was hoping for this game to come to the Quest, but this announcement trailer is Oculus Rift S, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. But this will be so confusing, Terriel. Like you can't see, like you can't really see the differences anymore. Or it's like, okay, what headset did this person use? Especially with the cartoony ones, right? I mean, then you don't really see it. Of course, with the more graphical games, you're gonna see the difference for sure.
Yeah, I'm like kind of I don't understand the move on Vacation Simulator, because what I'm seeing right now is like if it is low poly, so it's gonna be on the Quest as well.
Yeah.
Instead, Vacation Simulator is not in that group, so it like
No.
kind of screw my idea right now. But yeah, I feel like this is the rule right now. If it's like realistic graphic, you're gonna see it on the Rift. If it's not, at least for the launch title, will be more toward the Oculus Quest and the Rift as well.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm curious to know if every Quest game will work also on the Rift S or not. Or if the Quest is gonna have some exclusives as well. What do you think about
and
it?
that like exclusives within the exclusives ecosystem, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Because we see it in the direction of the Rift, where of course the Quest is not powerful enough in some cases. But what about the opposite? Like, are we gonna see something on the Quest that is not gonna arrive on the Rift S? Because
I don't know about that. Of course they want people to buy an Oculus Go, then go from the Oculus Go to a Rift maybe, and then or to a Quest. So they want people to stay in this ecosystem they have. And with exclusives, they might be able to pull it off even better than having no exclusives within their own platform. So I think it's possible, yeah. I think it is possible. It is possible. So let me see how Voodoo is doing. He's not responding anymore, so it might be that he's just so hypnotized that he doesn't even know I'm existing anymore. But I totally understand. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm sure that after he tried it, we can, talk to him. He's also a VR YouTuber, so he also has his own coverage to do. So we totally understand. But I'm so excited because we're gonna try this soon, Terriel.
Yeah, very soon.
Very soon. So we're going to Boston, in America, and that's where PAX is happening. And we got invited by Oculus a while back, but they didn't tell us why. I was like, it's gonna be the Quest, it's just gonna be some games we're gonna play on that. But now I feel like it's gonna be the Rift S or the Quest. We still don't know which headset that could be. Do you think they are going to demo these now? Kind of like preparing themselves for the launch or the reveal at F8?
I mean, yeah, like I feel like we're gonna use just those, to be honest.
Both of them.
Yes.
So you will be able,
Yeah.
let's say if you would go to PAX, there is a possibility you can try the Rift S there and the Quest.
Yeah, if they're trying them right now already, see, like I feel like we're gonna use them a lot, and and that's great because like you like play a lot of those things. You have all the headsets. I have pretty much all the headsets as well. So like we know like what to look at when we try these things. So it will be very, very interesting then to like share our experiences because like you have experience of inside-out tracking, you have experience with the lighthouse, you have experience with different screens, and you really can see which one is the best for you.
Yes, yes, exactly.
I want to ask, like, the chat, actually, what do you guys think about the inside-out tracking? So the fact you don't have external sensors, but just relying on the camera of your headset.
That's a good one. I'm quickly going to Wearable because they had their hands on with this mixed reality headset. Let's see.
Also, I was checking the article from Diverge, because sometimes like it's better to look for information also from people that are not so inside VR, because you get some experience about people that are not so used to it. So like if you think about the 80 hertz, for us is like, it's nothing. Like I can play 80 hertz, I can play 60 hertz, but for many people, like it could be an issue, and we have to think about it as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's look at the chat here. That's a cool idea. Crap, which should I buy? Yeah, that's a problem now. Like I don't know. Like in my case, I always go for like I go for the best specs, but that doesn't say anything about the content in the end. Usually, content is what you need to aim for in the VR industry.
I mean, content is king. That's what they say, and it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can have this Oculus Rift S, but if there are no games getting released later down the road, then you have a headset, but you can't play anything with it. And that's why content is king, because without content, new hardware doesn't survive. What if it supports external sensors as well? Well, that's something I don't think is gonna happen.
No, they wouldn't say it. If they didn't say it, it means that
No,
it's not gonna happen.
So this is actually the day where the Oculus Rift will slowly fade away, the CV1.
Yeah,
Because on the like Oculus has already tried to kind of take a step back with restocking the Rifts. Just to tell you straight away that if you always wanted to have a VR headset but you didn't have the money for it, I can tell you that when these two headsets drop at F8, that's what we think, the Rift will drop in price because everyone wants to, at least not everyone, but a lot of people want to get rid of their Oculus Rift. So they're gonna put it on eBay, they're gonna put it on like marketplaces everywhere. So that's usually the moment to buy a headset. So let's say if you can buy a Rift for maybe $200 or $250, that's not a bad idea, I think, to scoop one up then.
It's not. Like, it's still very enjoyable, and
yes,
I know that you still use it, and I still use it, even if we have different headset, and it's just still like very good experience.
Yeah, true. So that's an opportunity for a lot of people to, get a headset.
For a lower price, and it's like the Rift has a great build quality as well, so you know that it's not gonna break in 2 seconds. Of course, I'm not thinking about anything else while saying that.
Yeah. Let me quickly send a little poke message to Voodoo. We do have a picture of him. Let me see if I can show it to you. Here. This is Voodoo, being very happy at GDC. This is Voodoo. So hopefully we will be able to talk to him later. But yeah, I'm looking at this article from Wearable right now. Let's see what we can find. I'm not really an article guy, to be honest with you. So I kind of have to, use my eagle eyes at the moment. So they're talking about 2 cameras here, and it's actually 5. So. Okay, so this person tried Vacation Simulator and Stormland on the Rift S.
What was the output?
He says the latter of which involved a lot of high-speed motion, and I'm pleased to say it was fine. There were a few moments of high acceleration during Stormland, which did make me a little queasy, but I also know that I'm in the more sensitive percentile of VR users. These are like the articles you want to read, because if you read Upload VR, for example, these guys are so hardcore that it's hard to kind of make out if it's good or not, right? And when you have the more let's say the guys that are more on the level of a consumer, those articles are usually way more on point, I feel like. Of course the ones from Upload are on point too, but they talk on a certain professional level. You know, if you go to Upload VR, you are a VR enthusiast. Well,
Yeah,
Wearable makes, for example, an article for more the like the mainstream audience, so it's a different approach they have. Yeah.
You need to know terms and stuff like that instead, like on other
Yes.
website is easier. If it's your first time, it's better to really look for reviews from
Yeah, no, exactly.
press that is not so involved.
True. So again, you know, the Oculus Rift S has a resolution of 2560 by 4040, same as the Go, with a refresh rate of 80 Hertz. But that's marked a marked improvement on the OG Rift's 1080 by 1200 spec.
Yeah. I mean, we saw the difference already. It's gonna be the same resolution of the Vive Pro, of the different Windows Mixed Reality headset. Actually, of the Samsung Odyssey, there was a big headset lately.
Yes.
And we know that their resolution is a good sweet spot because it's not gonna tank your PC. Like
Yes.
you're gonna be able to use your PC even without having to update it. Instead,
Yeah.
like if you go too high in resolution, you're gonna need to spend a lot of money, not just on the headset, but also on the PC. So like it kind of make it harder to get in VR the first time. That's why I think that it's a great sweet spot, because even if it's not like wow, unbelievable and stuff like that, is a good sweet spot to bring people in VR, and that's what the industry wants right now. And that's the best part, because we see that they are finally creating a standard where the first idea is like everything has to be easy to get in.
Yeah.
And I totally share with them the same idea. Like when you want to connect your headset and you have to connect like 5 sensors and plus all the cables of the headset, or just 2 cables and you're good to go, well, usually you go for the easier one.
Yeah, true. In the trailer, this cable looks like something from a sci-fi movie. It's like lighting up. It's like, oh, okay, this cable is super fast.
And I mean, perfect timing, because we were talking about the cable and that cable image came out.
Oh.
Good job, Nate.
Yeah, what a funny coincidence. It's funny how you see in the trailer like everything flying around, like the nose piece and the lenses. I do wonder about the like I forgot the name. I wanted to say like the flare inside the headset.
God rays?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Something we don't know at the moment, but maybe Fudu can let us know.
I mean, if you think about the Oculus Go, the God rays are much less than the Oculus Rift. So we already had an improvement there. I think we're gonna have some more improvement here as well.
Yes. Yeah, I think so too.
Also, being an LCD display, you don't have that super high contrast. So that helps also for the god rays to be less.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's very interesting. I'm just curious how this headset will conquer the market, you know, if it will have the impact Oculus is aiming for.
I mean, if I can say it, it looks a kind of ugly to me. Ugly looking.
It compared, like, it's a different design compared to what they
Yeah.
made before, and I think the front is kind of odd. I do
Yeah.
like the head strap. I'm so happy they went for a head strap like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. It's very. I don't feel like it became any smaller. Let us know in the chat what you think of the design. Let me look up that picture again of the Rift S. Let us know what you think of this headset. But yeah, the front is kind of like there's a layer like on top of that, right? It's like the front of an original Oculus Rift, like pasted on it, but then underneath you have these cameras. But it looks so much like an MR headset.
Yeah.
Like for example like a Samsung Odyssey, but then with a different front. Although, you know, the big difference between this one and the mixed reality headsets that are on the market at the moment is that most of them don't have these side cameras or one on top. They only have these front-facing ones.
And that's a big thing here. And
Yeah.
that's what interests me the most, to be honest, because I use Windows Mixed Reality a lot with just two cameras. And there are some limitations. We all know that.
Yeah.
But if you get used to the movements, like you can play everything without any problem.
Yeah.
With these, it's gonna be even easier because like you have a camera pointing pretty much every direction. Like, and we saw that with the Quest already that having the cameras on the side is good for also when you get on the back of like weird positions, by the way. And I mean, there are a lot of cameras around. Like they're gonna track pretty much everything.
Yes.
Everything.
So
You're
someone
gonna be
says
tracked.
$400 for LCD screens. What the heck? And then there was another person who said that in the tested video, they're talking about a digital IPD.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
so-
probably a software thing that you can move, and the profile of the image on
Yeah.
the screen will change, and will like take rid of distortions that you
Yes.
could have.
Okay, so Taril, can you quickly hop over to Skype? Because I'm going to call Fudu right now. He's standing in
Yeah.
line, and if you want to join me, then that's a good thing. Let me just quickly send you my details,
Yeah.
so you know. So yeah, Fudu is one of our colleagues, and he's at GDC at the moment, and he is actually, you know, standing in line at the moment to try the Oculus Rift S. So he's willing to give us a sneak peek of what's going on. So I'm very curious. I hope you are ready.
I'm pretty sure it will be loud and exciting.
Yes. Let's talk about the digital IPD later. I'm very interested in that. Maybe we should, you know, hop over to test it soon and see what they, you know, what they have been testing. Yeah. So Taril is now joining on Skype. Let me know when you added me.
I sent you an hi.
Oh yeah, I see. Interesting name. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna call Fudu right now. Let's stay in the Discord for now. I will add you, but first I need to see if we can get
Yep.
Fudu here in there. Okay, I'm gonna call him.
Go for it.
You're not gonna see him yet because I first need to see if it's any good. So let's do this. I'm gonna call him. Okay, so Skype is asking for my permission to use my microphone, so this is why I'm not showing you yet. Okay, so it's giving me We're having a slight issue at the moment. So give me a second.
Maybe check the audio because it's doing some distortions on your side.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, they're saying that in the chat.
Okay, let me check, guys. Hang in there. Well, what do you hear, Tyrell? What's the problem? Could be my mobile phone, like, you know, interfering with the stream. Is it over? Is it fixed? Let me know. Someone clicked F5 and okay, yeah. So when my phone is too close to the microphone, then things start to. Okay, so be right back. I quickly have to grab a microphone, an extra one, to call Voodoo because Skype is doing some funny stuff, and you see now a like an inception of what's going on stream. Let me quickly switch to my. Yeah, so when I need to call on Skype, things go wrong because I've never tried this before. Okay, there we go. So, be right back. I'm gonna grab my microphone that I have somewhere. So Tariel, entertain the audience in the meanwhile.
Okay, then some music, some dance. Okay, so what do you guys think about it? Are you scared about the 80 Hz? David. Dolcissima Maria. It's terrible, no. Just don't like it. I'm scared about the blind spot release. It is not a problem. Okay. Nice voice, thanks. 72 play amazing. Okay. I mean, the thing about the 80 Hz is I'm actually using a lot that kind of Hertz, like right now with the Pimax 8K that I'm also testing. And it's fine, but you kind of have to get used to it again. I don't think it's going to be a problem if you move from the Rift to the Rift S. But probably if your first time, maybe it will take like 1 day more to get your VR legs. And that's interesting though that they went for less refresh rate. What do you think about the LCD? Oh, LCD lenses. Shadow, the lenses are gonna be just the one from the Go. The LCD is the screen. And using the Lenovo, I have to tell you that the resolution is good. When you have an LCD display, in this case, at least right now, we have a different placement of the pixels, so you see smaller pixels. That means that you have much less screen door effect, and that's a good thing. So you're gonna see less those lines in the middle of the visuals, and the colors are not gonna be the same. But if you come from the Rift, we all know and remember in case that the Rift doesn't have the best colors out there anyway to be an OLED display. So I don't think it's gonna be so much different, to be honest. Yeah, and gonna have reprojection cut it in 40. That's a good point, Mac. Just around the corner, blah 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 blah. I mean, like now about like which headset to choose. At the end of the day, yes, you have the Odyssey Plus, their AMOLED display. You have the Vive Pro, that is another AMOLED display, and then you're gonna have this Rift, all with the same resolution. This is gonna be an LCD display, but I feel like you're gonna We don't know yet because we didn't try it yet. We're gonna try it soon at PAX, so like for sure, like be tuned for that because it's gonna be super interesting. But yeah, the LCD display is still good. Is not as bad as of course the OLED is better. I always gonna say that. But on the other side, we're gonna trade it with a better tracking if you compare it to the other Windows Mixed Reality. The HP 1.2 is very, very interesting actually, because probably it feels more like the real Oculus successor. Oculus is disappointing. Yeah, I'm trying to look now at different news. Oh, I can actually like just fake the voice of Nate in this moment. Hi, I'm Nate. Hey. No, just now.
So can you hear me now?
I do.
I was expecting you to dub my voice, but you didn't. So I was just talking. I was like, I was waiting for you, and then people were like, "Hey, his microphone is off." But
I absolutely didn't.
I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna try and see if he does it," but you didn't. Okay. But guys, I will be talking to Voodoo in 15 minutes, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, then we're gonna hear more. I'm so curious what he's gonna say because he's at GDC at the moment. So do we know anything more about this digital IPD? Because I want to know more about that.
I'm really looking everywhere. There's not many like informations, but digital IPD I really think is like just you go in the software and you change the IPD there. There's nothing physical.
Yeah.
And what is going to happen? I don't think there's going to be a mechanism inside to move the lenses, but probably because we have two screens, the image will move left and right on those two screens to like match where your eyes are at.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So it's virtual in that way because like it's just something virtual going on. There's nothing like physically moving, and that's how you actually many manufacturers go in that direction to cut the prices too.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Now this is not the Rift 2, by the way. If people are thinking about it, this is like the Rift S. It's like when you go from the iPhone 6 to the iPhone 6s.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like refined.
So it's like a revision of the Oculus Rift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But we're also, we arrived at a moment in time where the price point can be way lower now too. So
yes.
So like these prices will only pop up more and more. We're not moving towards headsets that are more expensive. We're going to a more cheaper area. Like the Go and like the Rift and like the Quest. We're gonna pay less for headsets because technology is moving forward. Plus, VR can't go mainstream if the prices are high. That's one thing we know for sure. It's not gonna happen.
Absolutely. And it's not gonna happen if it's hard to get in. Because at the end of the day, many people are like I'm not gonna get in VR because I have no idea how to use a PC. And in this case, you take it out a little from the equation, because when you have to connect just 2 cables and you're good, things change, and a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is selling the Oculus right now?
Yeah, who wants to sell their Rifts to us? Like we have our own like little business where we have all Rifts, you know, piled up in like a warehouse. No, but you see, you can see that happen. You know, I've seen that with the DK1. I've seen that with the DK2. I've seen that even happen with the CV1 at some point, like moments in time where there is some headset coming out that everyone wants or wants to replace, and then you know you can buy them everywhere. Because you know the power Oculus has is that all these headsets run on software. So the moment Oculus decides to stop updating their Rifts, you have a problem. You know that one time where your Rift didn't work anymore because some kind of like license stopped working? Like you couldn't use it anymore. So if they want, they can really, you know, say like this is the deadline for the Rift. This is when it's gonna stop working, and then people go to the next one. But right now they're not gonna put a countdown on it yet, I feel like.
No,
But
no,
it's a clear sign that they are not feeling like they want to sell it anymore. They want people to go to this Oculus Rift S. But that's also because it's easier to set up. For their support, it's better too. So you get less questions about, hey, my USBs are acting up funny, or I don't know how to set up my stuff. I think this is more automated in the end. So it's more consumer friendly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I think they moved in this way because they saw the results with Windows Mixed Reality, that a lot of people were just grabbing it and starting to use it without knowing much about it, and they were able to actually play with it, and that's the direction the industry is moving right now. Like the Cosmos will be pretty much the same at the end of the day, if you think about it. Like they want a Vive easy to use, because not everybody is willing to get in the Vive ecosystem and drill the walls to put the lighthouses somewhere.
Although the rumors go that the Vive Cosmos is going to be a hybrid in a way where you might be able to hook up your phone to the headset or hook it up to your PC.
Yeah, it's gonna be, but they also said that the phone part will arrive later. And so we know later in technology that sometime means never, unfortunately. But I really hope they're gonna come up with the hybrid, because that's what everyone was dreaming about with this Rift S. Everyone wanted an hybrid, pretty much, to be able to just use one headset to rule them all. Instead, like, we still have two different headsets, and I know could be also a little confusing, and the fact that we're gonna try them both at the same time at PAX, and probably at PAX we're gonna start to know the date. It's just, are they really releasing them both in spring at the same time?
Yeah, that's a good one. First I was like, if you line them up at the same moment, it might be confusing for consumers. But maybe it's fine to do it that way, because it's a different audience you're targeting, you know? The Quest and the Oculus Rift S are for a different audience.
Yeah. Also, a really interesting thing that I read about this Rift S and the collaboration with Lenovo, because the strap, the Halo style design of the strap, that is like this big hard piece that you put on, it kind of feel like an hat, and it's the same thing that you see on the PSVR, is actually as a patent, like Sony has a patent on it, and Lenovo bought a license to use that patent. So that's one of those reasons why probably they partnered with Lenovo, because they can use this Halo style design instead of having to pay by themselves.
That's the reason why they work together?
I mean, that could be part of it. Like, you know, Oculus doesn't have to pay the license for it, because Lenovo is already paying for it. And there's the Lenovo name on top of the headset as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a nice strap.
Yeah, and for people that are concerned about, because I see some people in the chat concerned about the Halo strap, you can see that here they did a smart thing, and there's on top another strap. So the weight is going to be balanced much better, and it's not going to be just on your forehead. This
That's
is
a
actually
nice
a very
mix.
smart thing. Yeah,
That's something I haven't seen before. It's like because the Rift uses that. So it's funny that they mix these two together.
Yeah, and it's very, very interesting, and I think it's a great move for it because you take the best out of both worlds.
Yeah,
I actually use those straps right now on my headset with the Halo style design, because for some people like me, sometimes your forehead is a little, it can be more sensitive, and so it starts to hurt over there in a long VR sessions. Instead, if you put another strap, like it's gonna really feel like a big hat on top of your head, and that's completely fine.
Yeah. So I'm just updating the stream right now because it's out now, the news. Of course, it was more of a speculations thing at the start. Now we know like a lot more. You know that it's a PC VR headset, inside-out tracking, 5 cameras that you can bless your tracking with. It's nice. It's very nice. So let me quickly see if Voodoo is. I feel like I'm some kind of news channel, where it's like, hey, we're now, live from GDC with our reporter. But now I understand how hard it is to run a news channel.
I mean, they probably have 20 people helping in a case.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, I'm like kind of running this alone, so that makes sense. That does make sense. So again, what do you guys think of the design of this headset? Let me show it once again so you know how it looks. So here you go. I think you will be able to see it now. There we go. Let us know what you guys think of the design. I can't wait to read those chat messages because some people are on the fence if it's good or not, if it's kind of ugly, or in the end it's about what happens inside the headset. But a sexy look is never a bad thing either.
I mean, that's a positive thing about the inside-out tracking that many people don't consider, is that you can put stickers on top of your device and make it personal. And there's something you can do with if you have like an external tracking, because you can't cover the sensors. Instead here, if you just have the holes for the camera, I imagine you're with the skin with a pizza on top. Well, you can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't like it, you can kind of hide it.
Looks like you have funny eyes. Yeah, that's usually the thing with those cameras. Yeah. How much higher is the resolution?
It's 1440p. So that means that, and the RGB pixel arrangement, so probably you have a 50% more of pixel in there.
Compared to the Rift. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Because let me quickly double check again. I think Voodoo is annoyed by me now. He's like, shut up, I'm trying it. I think he's trying it now, I feel like. He's also active on his own channel, so we know he's there, and we know he's doing some things. I do feel like, games-wise, I still feel like I haven't really seen something, top-notch yet. Something that is really, blowing my mind. Something that is showing the next level of how you play games in VR. It's we see these cartoony titles and that's great, and we see some realistic ones too, but there's nothing really that has that Beat Saber effect on me, where it's like I see that gameplay and I'm like, whoa, I need to try this now. I need to get in there. I haven't felt that excitement just yet, and I'm not sure about you guys in the chat, but I'm still waiting for those killer titles, and yeah, maybe Stormland is kind of on that level, but still it's not super mind-blowing to me, at least. Of course, I've played many VR titles for the last 4 or 5 years, so impressing me gets harder and harder because you have seen it all. But yeah, let me know. It has inbuilt speakers, yes, just like the Go and the Quest. Let me just grab my phone real quick. I'm not allowed to grab it because then you start to hear some funny noises. Is it available? No, it's coming this spring. No built-in audio is a step back. It has inbuilt audio, and it also has a microphone, I'm sure.
Yeah, you will never see something from Oculus without audio and microphone,
No.
because like
Social.
the social part
Yeah.
is the most important. So
This is going to be our first headset where we speak with our hands.
well, it's gonna be good for me that I'm Italian, so
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. No backwards compatibility with Rift 1 accessories? I don't think so. So with this Oculus Rift S, you can also use your own headphones if you want, so you don't have to use the inbuilt ones. How much will it cost? It will cost $399, or as I usually say, $400, because it sounds very, very less expensive, but $400 is just the actual price, right? This is this little mind fuck.
And if you think about it, if you want a full room scale experience, at the end of the day, it's gonna be the same price of the Oculus Rift now. Because the Oculus Rift, you get 2 sensors with $350, and you have to add one sensor that is $50.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you have the same price for the same experience.
So again, as I said before, there is no reason soon anymore to buy a Rift, I feel like. I have not tried this Oculus Rift S, so it's hard to compare it now to the classic Rift. But I have a feeling they want to, get people over to this new headset. They don't want people to buy the Rift anymore. As I said before, it's obvious because they have not been restocking the Rift on many websites. Only on the Oculus one you can still get it, but it's slowly gonna disappear. It makes me a bit sad because every time, when a new headset gets announced, I know we're heading into the future, and I know it's very exciting. But dude, I had so many good memories of my Rift. It's all like something dies. It's like we're like putting it in its grave, and we're going to the next, step. I don't know about you. Like I have a certain relationship with my Rift. With any headset I have, basically, because there is a story attached to that as well.
I mean, I can relate to that. Like, I still have all my headsets here. I didn't sell any, so
Yeah.
You kind of it's nice sometimes. What I really like sometimes is to go back to something that I use less, just to like experience it again, and to say like, okay, we came to this starting from this. And it's nice to see how the technology is evolving in VR so much, because many people think it's downgrade to go back to like if you this is can look for like a downgrade from the first Rift, but it's
Yeah.
not really, because like the technology is moving in this direction when we need inside out tracking, because we need to be able to go around more and
Yeah.
to use our spaces. And if you think about it, having like sensors around, yes, it's better for tracking many times, but you have so many things to set up and stuff like that. So like the industry is taking a direction, and we can see that it's a good thing. And there's
Yeah.
nothing really downgrading here, because like the tracking, we didn't try it. We're gonna try it soon, but
Yeah.
if Windows Mixed Reality is already playable, like why shouldn't these be the same as 5 cameras? Like 5, like
Yeah.
that are
So
many.
the interview on Tested, Nate said that they haven't ruled out using the external sensors with Rift S. They are focused on inside out, but we'll see what the community says once it's out.
Yeah, so it's possible. It's still Constellation at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think it will be worth upgrading from Rift CV1 to Rift S? I personally think not, but I'd like to get your thoughts. Well, I'm not gonna tell anyone to upgrade right now because I need to try it first. You know, if you know my channel, you know that I am usually more on the side of like, hey, watch the reviews, watch what people think. You know, go on YouTube, find those videos, and then see what the opinions are. Because right now I can't get my hands on this device. I will be going to PAX, to Boston, just like to Real, and there is a possibility we are going to try it there. So at the end of this month, I will be able to tell you more, for sure. So right now, I'm not gonna tell you, you know, if you should buy it or not. I think it's risky. I think it's risky to do that. Even that, yeah. I mean, the what we have seen so far, it looks good. But that's the question, you know, when you start comparing these two headsets, they both have their, you know, their positives and negatives, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I always suggest to wait for reviews first, like people after like using that for a while, because like if you get it right away, you know that you are jumping in something that you don't really know. You're gonna discover by yourself.
Yeah.
And watch your reviews. Like if you want to move from one to the other, well, we have to see if it's really worth it or not.
Yeah. So Nimzo says, but with the fact that they've downgraded the panel, downgraded the overall tracking, the same controllers, that doesn't sound like the next gen headset. I also don't think it is the next gen headset. It's more of a revision, as Tyrell said. You know, it's more like the big brother of the Rift. Maybe they come up with another lineup, you know, like they do with the HTC Vive, where they have so many versions now, where you can really go next level or spend a lot of money on features that are not really for consumers, but more for prosumers.
Yeah, and also like the fact we had also like a confirmation at OC5 that we were both there during the keynote. They actually said that the Rift 2 is still far away, and but they know that people want something now, something like with increased resolution, with a different interaction, and here we have it. Like I feel like it's the smart move from them, and it's very nice that they pushed it out at the same price.
Yeah.
Instead of like you're not paying more. It's just you're paying like exactly the same.
Yeah. No, you're right. Someone also mentioned that, you know, the Rift is 3 years old now. Just saying, time flies.
Jeez, 3 years.
Yeah, I like inside-out tracking is something that works and sometimes doesn't, you know. But it let's say there's always it always works more than that it, you know, than when it doesn't. It's kind of like this 50-50. Usually it's solid. I mean, the mixed reality stuff I used, it's fine, you know. It's great. And I do feel like we're heading towards mixed reality more than having sensors everywhere. Because from a consumer level, it's easier to have something in your house that is, you know, inside out than having all these sensors that you need to set up. Like, people don't want to, you know, put a control, like a sensor into their walls or ceiling. It's too much work. It's too difficult. It's too complicated, and you know, you want to have that easy setup. So this is the next step. I don't think we're gonna go back to sensors anymore.
I mean, I have a lighthouse in the cabin kitchen, so
Okay.
you really have to put them somewhere. And
Yeah.
in this case, you don't have to. So like,
No, that's nice. You know, you really have that freedom of putting it wherever you want. This headset can work everywhere technically.
yeah.
If
And
you have a PC.
you have a laptop. You want to bring it to friends for
Of
like,
course, yeah.
I don't know, like a Christmas and Easter and stuff. You wanna like share it with family, friends, and stuff like that. You can just bring it around, and it's gonna work.
Yes. That's true. That is true. The Quest has better hardware than the Rift S. How do you explain this? Does it? I mean, the Rift S is attached to a PC, so then we're already talking about a different level. Maybe the headset itself is you know, can't be compared to a Quest, but in the end, your PC is attached to the Rift S, and your PC is way more powerful than a Quest. So the comparisons can't really be made in this case. So I'm going to wait Voodoo out a little longer, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream. Because of course I need to, you know, pack all this information together and start working on some videos. And I think you're having the same plan here.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I really want Voodoo in the show, guys, because I want to know what this headset is like. I just want to know from Voodoo what he thinks.
From a friendly face.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't die, because he's not responding at the moment.
I mean, also we have to say probably the connection is not so good over there. Like,
well,
everyone
that's something I'm
is
afraid
freaking
of.
out. Yeah.
Because everyone is streaming, everyone is talking to the camera at the moment. But we can still try, you know, see how far we get. You never know. Maybe Voodoo's gonna stream in 4K, and we're like, whoa, how is he doing this? You never know.
I mean, today we also have other announcements coming.
Of course, yeah. There's more than just the Oculus.
Yeah. So there's a lot today as well. Like,
The what? Sorry? Did we just lose Taril? I think we just lost Taril. RIP, yeah. Pay your respects in the chat. But I really want to thank everyone for, you know, tuning in at this stream. I hope I can soon bring you some live footage of the Rift S. We'll see. Are you still alive, Taril? I think he's really out of business at the moment. Well, it was nice as long as it lasted, that's for sure. Let me go back to the trailer. Yeah, there you are.
Okay.
Hello.
I disconnected the microphone before.
Yeah. Well, that's
we
not
still use
smart.
cables. We are not wireless yet.
So for everyone who's watching, if you are enjoying this stream, feel free to slam that like button. Lets me know you care. We also have a Discord where we will continue talking about the latest VR hardware. It's in the description. It's a fun Discord, And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, well, you might want to do that, because when the Rift S launches and the Quest, you're gonna see some juicy gameplay. I'm gonna make it happen. It's gonna be so awesome. It's still tricky how we are going to record with the Quest, though. I mean, it's still a question that needs to be solved in some way. I don't think the Rift S is going to be a problem because it's wired.
I mean, probably we saw in some video that could be very similar to the Oculus Go. So probably in the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is not. Is the voice getting better?
I think you're getting louder now. Yes.
Okay. Here we go. I think we're gonna be the same. Like we saw yesterday, actually, at the end of a stream directly from Facebook. Like they pressed on the home button, and so we were able to see a little sneak peek of the dashboard over there.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like the Oculus Go, exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're gonna record in the same way.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Cables around.
We'll find a solution, guys, because usually when I talk about the subject of recording, it's not too many people's interest because they don't really care, because they don't have to use the feature. But for me, it's like, if I want to show you what's happening inside, I need at least some kind of feature to, record. But it's good that it exists.
They are writing about the 95 degrees of FOV for the Rift S. Just to make it clear, the FOV is a tricky thing to talk about because there's not a standard on the numbers yet. Like people don't really know how to measure it. So if you measure it in some way, it's going to be 95. If you measure it in some way, it's going to be 110. If you measure it on the vertical, will be different. If you measure on the like Pimax, will be 300. Like it really depends, like which kind of measurement you are using.
Yes.
What I see from the articles and stuff is going to be the same like the Oculus, the regular Oculus, and all the others. So it's not going to be less FOV for sure. So I will not be concerned about it. I don't think it will be smart to go down in FOV anyway. Like if you think about it, Pimax is 200, but it's not really 200. It's not double as all the others. It's like some more, and because they're measuring in a different way. So it's very tricky to talk about it.
Yes. Well, you see mixed feelings right now on this headset. But in the end, all of the headsets Oculus made so far are targeted towards the average consumer. So as a hardcore VR enthusiast, it's rare to be, blessed by super high-end hardware.
Yeah, and I mean there was so much hype about these.
Yeah.
It's really hard to like meet the expectation. At a certain
Well,
point
it's going a little bit down right now because you know what it is, and
it's like we are realizing in this moment.
Yes, yeah, that's what you're watching right now. You're watching us realizing like what happened, what did we,
Because things were going crazy in the background. I can tell you this.
Yeah, well, like the thing that was happening constantly were like these speculations of what it could be and what was going to happen. I was like completely focused on the Quest. I was like, they were constantly doing hashtags like Oculus Quest Countdown on social media. So I was like, well, that's going to be it, right? That's going to be what they are going to announce. They're going to reveal that they will be announcing the price, like different versions with prices and and also a date at F8. So that was like my idea. I was like, Oculus Rift S. It's kind of strange to announce that while this whole Quest thing is happening, but apparently they have been working on 2 headsets in the background behind the scenes.
It seems like Voodoo is like next in line, looking at some pictures there.
Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, I think it's worth waiting him out, you know?
Yeah, to have a first impression of someone like actually using it.
Okay, so I got a message from a developer right now on Discord who says that he had an Oculus Quest for a while. So we could add him to the chat right now if you guys want. Let me know. You want to hear a developer talk about how it is to develop with a Oculus Quest? Yeah? Okay, let's make it happen. So let me message him to see if he's allowed to do this. I don't know. We still have to wait for Voodoo anyway, so why not? Plus, I have never spoken to a developer before about the Quest. You? Or the Oculus Rift S, one of the two. Like, I've never spoken to any. Of course, you knew they owned one and you knew they were working on stuff, but there was never a developer out there who, you know, was confirming it. Of course, you have these NDAs, so it makes sense. They're not allowed to spoiler stuff, but
Yeah, you can't
let's
really
see.
talk about it.
No, but now the news is out. Maybe it's a different story.
Yeah, now you can.
To a certain degree, for sure.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, because we just got a few more games that are announced for the Quest, but there are still so many questions about other titles.
Yeah, I was
Like where-
expecting more titles, to be honest.
Yeah, like where's Arbus, where is Rec Room, where is Pavlov, where is... Yeah, like so many titles people are waiting for. Maybe VR chat too.
Yeah, that would be big.
I don't know if VR chat can do it, but okay, so I gotta disappoint you guys. Voodoo says that streaming right now doesn't work because you know, the connection isn't great. According to this developer, he would be available in 10 minutes. Do we want to wait this out? Let me know. I mean, I'm doing this. I'm doing YouTube full time, so we can sit here all day if you want. We can stream until late in the evening, late at night, midnight. Yeah? Okay. Okay, so let me tell him that 10 minutes would work. I think 20 minutes is a little bit on the long side. I don't know if I know this developer though. He messaged me on Discord, so I'm kind of like, oh, you know, who is this? So we'll see. But I know a lot of developers got a Quest, a lot of indie developers as well. So it's great to hear some more about it. Tyrell and I tried the Quest at Oculus Connect, so we know a lot about it from the consumer perspective. But you know, developers always have a way different approach. It's always interesting to hear them speak about that. Okay, so Tyrell, let's talk about something else, because you know, Oculus Quest, Oculus Rift, S, whatever. I mean, my brain starts to hurt of all these things. Yeah. So someone says, hey, Natey, tomorrow Valve on GDC will be epic. What do you think? Let the rumor machine start.
Oh
what do you think?
No. You can't ask this. It's like
no, it's forbidden.
You know, it's very dangerous.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like we have a lot of stuff going on from Valve.
Yeah.
And for a lot of stuff going on, it's always the same. There's so much stuff going on and nothing happening.
Yes.
So,
yes.
It's Valve. Like that's what we love about it. But yeah, probably new games. Hopefully new hardware. Like we're still waiting for the Knuckles controllers. that if you don't know about the knuckles, not you, because I know that you also tried them, so you can say even more than that. You're gonna have pretty much your hand tracked in VR, and it's a new approach to like controller in a different
Yes.
way, because already the Oculus Touch is very good, but with the knuckles you're gonna see every single finger moving, and that's great for immersion, because when your hand's really there, it really feels different. And I hope we're gonna know something more about it, because I really need a new pair of controllers for
Yes.
my
I did see an interesting video of Kez and Cherry yesterday where they played with the Rift and the Knuckles.
Did it work?
Well, yeah, it did. They showed it off. I don't know if it's perfect, but it works. It's possible.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, we all know that the Knuckles are not going to release on their own. There is more than meets the eye.
Oh, so what do you know?
I don't know. I don't know anything. This is something I've been constantly trying to battle on the internet. Is that some people think I know a lot, and yes, I do. I do know a lot, but in case of the Oculus Rift S and the Valve Steam VR headset, I don't know much.
Yeah, that's a big secret, I think, also for people working at Steam at this point.
Yes.
It's a really big one, but I think there's gonna be exciting news about it. I'm very sure that just this GDC from the very beginning really looked like something to follow for VR.
Yeah.
And I can't wait it to be over, because I want all the information and I can't wait anymore.
Yeah.
There's too much stuff.
Yes. Yes. I totally feel you. Yeah,
And
because there's still news rolling in. You know, you have all these news websites, all these YouTubers, all these press people talking about their experience. And since it's VR, a part is always based on their, opinion. So it's kind of hard to, find out what is like something that would match your opinion, or someone that would kind of be like you, checking it out. So that's always the constant battle you have, and that's why like on YouTube we have so many VR channels, because everyone has a favorite where they go to, to listen to what they think of the headset. So it makes sense.
That's what I say every time. Like, if you are interested in something, like, you don't want just a person, but you want many different variation of an idea. And so, like, in VR, that apply particularly because it's something that you wear. At the end of the day, like, your face is different from mine, your eyes are different from mine. So, like, everyone has different experience at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Using VR, and that's the super exciting thing, because it's much more personal, because
Yes.
you get in it, instead of just being a TV in front that you can say, oh yeah, it looks good, or it's not. Like, that is you're gonna be in there. So, like, it's the exciting part about it.
Yeah, true. So quick update for everyone who's still tuning in here. We are soon going to talk to a developer who has worked with the Oculus Quest. So we'll see what that is going to bring us. I'm very curious. It's funny that most of the people in this chat were waiting for Quest news, and not specifically Oculus Rift as news. So some people are a little disappointed, some of them are not. But it's nice to see so many different VR enthusiasts nowadays. Some people are totally into standalone, some people are totally into PC, and it's cool to see all these different interests nowadays. It doesn't mean that if you own a Go, that you need to upgrade to a Quest, or that you need to upgrade to a Oculus Rift S or whatever. That doesn't say anything. Everyone has their own, kind of like platform they like.
Yeah, there's a VR headset for everybody. That's a great thing.
Yes. Okay. So let me add this developer to the chat. His name is Patrick, by the way. But he will soon introduce himself because we also don't know Patrick, right?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, this
so
is going to be our first.
it's gonna be interesting.
Yes. Okay, let me add him here. Let me find out how this works, actually. Do you know how to add someone on Discord?
There should be.
Oh wait, I got it. I got it.
the
I think I
invite,
know.
yeah.
I know how to do this. Let me just call him, and then I might have to call you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there. Oh, I can hear your audio, by the way. Okay, let me add Tyrell in the meanwhile.
Yeah, just a second. Let me mute the YouTube channel.
Yeah, that would be nice. Otherwise, I have this funny echo.
Yeah.
So I am trying to figure out right now how I get two people in a chat on Discord. So sorry about the clumsy call here. I'm like
No problem, like,
multitasking.
take your time because I'm like still working. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That's good news. Let me see. Yeah, hang in there, guys. Hang in there. I'm a Discord noob.
Me too.
It's too hipster for me. Maybe Tyrell knows how this works, but I'm still finding this out. But while we're in this call, can you first of all like introduce yourself and like who you are and what you are working on and etc.
Okay, I'm like I'm a developer working for a company based in UK. I don't tell so much about me or the company because we are still have a NDA to follow. So
Okay.
actually we cannot talk so much about the quest.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of like stuff you want to know, like more like the technical side, because I see a lot of people talking about like 18 hertz it's bad, 72
Mm-hmm.
it's worse, but actually in reality you don't feel that difference.
Mm-hmm.
Developing on Quest, it's kind of like a PlayStation VR quality you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
you think that what people are saying about that isn't completely true, and they should try it before they?
Yeah, you need to try. Like it's a little piece of hardware, very like impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It's all based on Android system,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a custom build, so they can like deliver more power than you imagine. So
Yeah.
if the developers play really hard on optimizations and development,
Yeah.
you can get like a very very high quality games on the Quest.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth. But it's still it's a cell phone.
Yeah. So guys, if you have any questions for Patrick, let me know in the chat, and then then you can get to know some more about about the Quest. Someone is also talking about the LCD. What is your answer on that? Because some people say like, yeah, LCD, it's bad.
It's not LCD. At least like the prototype hardware, it's OLED.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would mean
I'm
that
not sure if they changed it, but it's OLED, and the biggest problem with OLED, like if you have like a dark pixels below some values, they just turn off the pixel, so you get some shimmering effects.
Yes. So if you're saying OLED on a prototype, that would mean that OLED might make its way to the consumer version too. I mean, they haven't really confirmed that as far as I know, but that's good news for sure.
Yeah, I can't tell like the final version. I
Mm-hmm.
can tell about the prototype.
Yeah.
It's the Santa Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's what I can tell. Like the tracking, the people say like it's step backwards, having like inside tracking. It's completely like a different experience. It's like it's very effective tracking
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
So you don't need more like the lighthouses and this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The
Let me just
the tracking side is very impressive, based
yeah.
on like it's like 4 cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 4 cameras.
Yeah, so you are now on the stream too. You can see him. So if you want to wave at the people out there, then this is your moment. And yeah, can you show the quest? Like you have the quest. I just saw it popping up. Oh. And now you disappeared again.
So
Yeah, Discord is a little
Yes.
tricky. It's very strange. Like I usually like to use Skype, but in this case, it's hard to get working. So some people are asking about the battery life. Can
yeah,
you tell
the
me more about the battery life in this case?
The battery life is like around like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. It depends of like the game demanding, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the battery life. I feel like it's good, but I feel like you could maybe extend it with some smart tools in a way.
Like they have like options that you can like lower the resolution to to keep the batteries on longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's development, like they can change stuffs like on like a software side on firmwares. So we need to wait like until the release to talk about this kind of like final features they
Yeah,
will
of
deliver.
course. Of course. So let me just scroll through the chat if we have anything else. Like this is your moment. Yeah.
No, like I just like trying to share like a little information because it's a lot of like a shit talk about this and that and some
I mean
VR.
that's happening with everything. I mean that's a
Yeah.
part of the of things launching nowadays.
Yeah, and like and VR hardcores like I say, oh, it's like it's a Oculus Go, and it's not like the same as Oculus Go,
I
really-
understand it can be frustrating that when you own a headset like that you're like, no, you should know that it's different. I have it. I know exactly how it works. Someone else is also asking how good is the field of view?
It's this. I think it's the same of the Rift. 110 degrees. I think I don't remember like specific numbers, but it's good. It's well closed headset. You can have a little of light leaking through the nose opening, but it's very little.
Yeah.
It's very like it's a small headset. It's very comfortable. The sounds on the speakers on the straps. It's very effective. It's not the same as like a headphone, but it's very effective.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I had the same experience. I think the Quest you have, or well, as you said, like it's still one of the prototypes, is also something they showed off at OC5 last year. So
Yeah, it's probably like it's like a late like last year, so around November, October prototype. So it's almost the final version, to be honest, because it's really like a well finished. So it looks like a final product. It's probably like they just changed some stamps and put on like to the stores.
Yes. So other stuff I see popping up is how's the tracking?
It's great. Yeah, it's the same you have like a on Vive or on the Rift. Like right now they have a little like a issue that every time you turn on the headset you need to set up the track,
Yeah.
but they take like a like a 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. I don't know if in the future you can save your your room spaces, but for now it's how it's work.
Yeah. So that's about it. I do see someone asking if he can put some googly eyes on the front of his Quest, and if the tracking then would still be fine. I don't know if that's a smart idea to do that, especially if you put them over like these cameras. I don't know what's gonna happen then. I don't think the headset is gonna track anymore, but hey, I'm sure some people might deck out their quests in some way.
Yeah, like if you think like in a product to get people on VR, like a VR for mainstream, it's like it's less than a PlayStation with a VR, so it's easy to get people in,
Yeah.
like games like job simulators, the bullet time ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a this kind of like a more simplistic graphics works very well. If you like if you expecting to see like a Doom, the new Doom run on 72 frames on the Quest, it's a little hard to see,
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
But
quick correction, guys. I'm streaming for a while, so I'm not like super on point anymore. Of course, you can put googly eyes on the front because the cameras are not on the front of the Quest. So like technically, you can just do it. Just so you know.
yeah, it's on the sides.
Yeah.
Because like it's pointed to basically to track your hands. The control it's a little light compared to the Rift,
Yeah.
and yeah, but it's basically the same,
Okay.
the same.
Cool. Great. So thank you for joining us and giving us a little bit of an insight of what's going on. Also, like I'm curious what you are working on in terms of a game. I'm sure that we will hear more about that later. Hopefully this spring.
Yes, this spring it's like they tell like okay, a little spoiler. They tell in spring, but like we think we actually don't know.
Okay.
As developer, we don't know the release date.
Okay.
But we think something around May. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's a spoiler right there.
Yeah, May 25, something like this, because like the summer vacation or something like this. That's like we heard from some other people on Oculus that the release date will be around May, end of May.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Keep me up to date and.
Yeah,
like,
keep my contact and we share some info.
Yes, I wish you could like plug your game right now on my channel, but
no, I can't. I can't.
Yeah, I know you can't, but
no, this is the name,
No, but when it's out, you can always contact me and we'll see.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, well, yeah, thank you too, man, and yeah, good luck with all the development progress right there.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye. See you later.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, so that was a developer talking about the Quest. This was like super unexpected, and I just want to apologize, by the way, for showing him on stream, because I didn't know if he was okay with that, but the moment he turned on his camera, I was like, okay, so we're gonna have a fun convo right now with some interaction. So I apologize to Patrick for doing that. I hope this was no problem to him. But yeah, so that was interesting. That was pretty cool. And yeah, hopefully he will be able to share more later on. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. I've been streaming for freaking ages. It's crazy. It's crazy, but super fun. Again, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to join me on Discord, there is a link in the description below. And over there, we will continue our talks about the Quest, about the Oculus Rift S, about the Steam VR headset, about anything GDC, and also other events happening in the future. So link is in the description below. Also, slam a like on this video, lets me know you care. And now it's time for me to, well, sign off. And as I always say, and I see you guys next time. See you in the metaverse. Bye-bye. And stay tuned for that release date. See ya.